like, I wanted to find like the actual like the first place I found this at, because like they had like a really smug picture of the guy, which made him look even worse.
Of who? Who's this guy?
Of this dude, freaking. The point of Black Lives Matter is, hey, if somebody's saying it shouldn't be Black Lives Matter, it should be All Lives Matter, show them this cartoon and you can be all like, gotcha.
Well,
So
I think
he made
that all
this.
lives matter. We should
I'll
care
put it up on the screen.
equally at all times about everything. Oh, all houses matter.
Now, if you look at it and you think about it for no seconds,
yeah, it makes sense.
then it's clever. But once you think about it more than not at all,
yeah, it's like, wait a minute, no, you can care about all lives at the same time. Just hold all lives to the same value. Duh.
And also, like, let's take it down to more of a micro scale. Let's just look at this picture real quick. Look at this comic. I'm putting it up on the screen.
Okay.
And if it's not on the screen, then I'll put it. I guess if you're using mobile,
what if they're watching it on like a ham radio in a bunker somewhere?
Their ham radio gets MP3s. And YouTube and shit. I think that's called a laptop, homie.
Yeah, you can YouTube on this thing. Some good drugs.
All right. At the end, the dude is watering. What is like? There's a house on fire, and then there's a house right next to it that's not on fire, and he's putting water on the non-burning house, saying all houses matter. But like, if we're going with the all like thing, he would either say no, there's nothing wrong with any of the houses because all of the houses matter, and he wouldn't be putting water on any of the houses, or he would have dumb amounts of hoses trying to water down all of the houses because all of the houses matter.
It's actually kind of really stupid, because like caring about something, like by that logic, what you're saying is that everyone should drink cold medicine all the time. Like he's spraying a house that isn't on fire.
Yeah.
So like you're not caring about it. Like if you spray someone's house with a fire hose and it's not on fire, you're actually just fucking it up. Like this cartoon is kind of like out of context, because it's like care implies doing the right thing for something at the right time. Like you don't just go to the hospital and they fucking just give you all the drugs, everyone all the time. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't work.
That
like
guy has cancer, so you also get chemo.
Like, yeah, it's
all cancer, all people matter.
Word.
All chemo matters.
That's not how care works. I don't like when I first saw this cartoon. Like I just looked at it. Now you showed it to me. I saw it. It really dawned on me. That was the first thing that dawned on me. Is like it never was clever to me even for a second. Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Why is he watering the house that's not on fire? Don't he know he's just gonna tear down their fucking gutter, break their windows and shit? You're not caring about that shit. And then meanwhile, this poor schmuck's house burns down while you wasting water on the person's house who ain't on fire. That doesn't make any sense.
And now on like, I think that's actually what he was trying to get at. Like on a metaphorical level, but it doesn't work
at all. Nothing about it does. I mean, I guess it's clever and cute, like, you know, immediately, and you know, like it has an immediate snap value.
Yeah.
Like putting plus at the end of something.
What?
Hey, you put plus at the end of something, you can charge more.
Oh yeah.
Implying that it's better, even if it's the first of something.
Well, yeah, like, and to expand on this, like, this metaphor, like, I think, like, like, I get Black Lives Matter, and I get All Lives Matter, cause like. But if, like, this hashtag shit, like, boils down. Whoa! A whole bunch of bark just fell off the tree.
It's like, yes, go under more
good.
Trees. Like,
we're still, like, under
yeah, like, we're still under.
Put that on it.
Get back over here. We're still recording.
Damn sound cage
tree made, nigga? I'm
A bunch of
investigating the situation.
a bunch of bark fell off the tree.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened to Kay's tree first. Why are all our trees dying? The ones over at Kay's cribs are dying. Our trees are dying. What's happening here?
Fall?
Termites. No, it's been happening all summer.
Oh.
I blame termites. Lots and lots of termites.
Alright, but back to the topic at hand. Like, because the hashtag thing generalizes and boils things down way too much.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like,
That's
there's
what hashtagging is about.
Yeah, there's no, like, real way. Like, saying that Black Lives Matter too kind of, like, demeans black people. If you change it to Black Lives Matter too.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why. Like, I mean, I get it because, like, they're, people are still, like, they're trying, racism is alive and well in America, and trying to illustrate that point is that the white elephant in the room, like, basically people saying that we're still second-class citizens, even though no one's allowed to say it out and outright, they're trying to say that we still are, which in some ways we are, but in some ways a lot of these people, because of my background and shit, I come from, Jamaican people. My grandma was really old, and, like, stories she told, like, the political situation, how shit was over there, it's like, and how in some other these tin pot dictatorships and shit, it's like, you want to talk about second class citizens are treated like dogs and animals, man. We got a pretty decent shake of it now. I'm not saying it's easy for us or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, we have a chance, and, like, some people don't use that chance to the fullest. Like, a lot of black people spend just as much time squandering and wasting their lives.
We can't really be afford to doing that because we don't really have an infrastructure. Whereas every other race here does, and they keep all their money in their neighborhoods and stuff like that, and then they buy up our neighborhood so that they can have more money and more neighborhoods.
They keep shit in the family. They help their own, like you said, they have an infrastructure and a support network. Like, how you think all these immigrants and Spanish people, when they get here, they fucking get set up with jobs and houses and shit?
How you think they buying up all these bodegas?
How do you think they get to a fucking new country and don't just walk around hungry?
They don't just end up on the street and immediately die.
Besides everything we give them automatically.
Yeah, that too.
You know what I hate?
What are you talking about that?
Taxpayer organizations that provide aid to illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
That shit blows my mind. You might as well just fund terrorism. Nah. I know that sounded really bad, but no. Like, don't take that out of context. But it's like, if you're willing to give money to support the commission of a crime, what's giving money to support the commission of any other crime? You know what I'm saying? You might as well just go fund terrorism then. Might as well just go support the drug economy. Go buy some crack.
Oh, man. Feels like a leap, but I'm not going to sit here and support it either. So
What?
Huh?
What?
Like supporting illegal immigration.
I'm not saying it directly supports terrorism, bro. I'm just saying.
No. I'm saying, I know that you're making a parallel. I'm not saying that it's. I'm not saying it's a 1-to-1. As soon as you give the illegal immigrants some money, he'll buy guns and join Al Qaeda. Oh, ISIS now.
Yeah. New hot button terror issue.
I'm mad ISIS is doing so good. Al Qaeda's like, they fucking us up. Could you please do something about them?
Hey, these guys are really bad. You should come in here.
They are whooping our ass. We need to. This is some shit.
What I don't understand is, like, how are these niggas, like, how are they whooping their ass? Like, how do you, like, I thought that their, like, technological level battle strategies and, like, equipment and shit would just, like, cancel each other out. Like, how many RPG-7s fired from one side, RPG-7s fired from the other, AKs on one side, AKs on the other, suicide bombers, bombs on the street, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar! Like, I mean,
I think ISIS just has more younger, spry people.
Who's... Well, yeah.
Al-Qaeda is a bunch of old heads.
And it's like, we are the traditionalist path of Islam. No, we are the traditionalist path of Islam.
We are the new traditionalist part of Islam. A rapper like from England went over there, so now ISIS has a rapper who does music videos for ISIS.
It's crazy.
Oh, they pushing their media exposure to the next level.
I don't normally support like red flag operations where, you know, the government starts a war, does something horrible to provoke another act. But yo, I totally think we should like middleman a merger between like North Korea and ISIS just so we can blow them the fuck up. Just so we can really bust out all the hot shit we've been wanting to use but had no real reason to. Yeah. Like, honestly, we should like have some CIA guy go in there and be like, you know what? You should team up with these guys, these North Korean guys over here. The North Koreans were like, yeah, you should team up over here with these ISIS guys. They got the boots on the ground.
And they got that super meth.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you be making all that cake, all that guapo.
They should team up and like form some kind of like, you know, group or whatever so that America can be like, the rising of a new threat. And like it'll pump defense spending and like, you know, hopefully like we'll start opening like, you know what, we'll justify a need for tanks and fighter jets so we can get car companies to go back into building tanks and fighter jets and shit and give people jobs again. Who cares if it doesn't justify it? Screw it. It'll work out in the end. And then we'll sell those tanks and then we'll sell our old tanks and fighter jets to nations around those places and exaggerate the threat of battle. You know, like the threat of war, you know, breaking out again in that region. You know? Because they're going to want defense from these North Korean ISIS, you know, communist, you know, maledicts. So they're going to want defense from this. And so the best way to do that is to sell them weapons and training.
We're not going to go back to the comic. Long story short, the comic is stupid and not as clever as people think. All right, so moving back on to this new topic.
And then 10 years later, when these nations with all of our like 80s and 90s era shit, you know, want to fight us, you know, we'll have another economic boom.
I was about to say, and then the war economy starts again. Just like the good old days of 9/11.
The war economy's great, people.
So says your homie Sundowner. Oh man, he had to go.
He so had to go. He was criminally evil.
Yep.
He was just over the top. But
he was want to make cyborg child soldiers evil.
That's pretty evil. I mean, what do you think about the war economy? Like, such a dirty word. Like, you know, it is, I guess, inherently evil, but so is the prison industrial complex, and that thrives here in this country, and no one seems to, like, think that's bad.
We need to be putting our money into getting off the fucking planet.
I agree.
Facts.
That should be the new war economy, the new war budget.
Well, the problem is no one wants to invest their money in it because it won't provide any immediate returns. Yeah, we'd have to supplement it with space warfare. I'm serious.
I don't know.
Seriously.
Send some Cambodians up there with some fucking...
It's true. It's dead ass true. Think about it. If people, first of all, it takes an enormous act of like beneficiary spirit to bankroll a project to get off of this planet. First of all, to get to another habitable world so we can spread. First of all, that in of itself is not going to return any dividends for at least like, 400 years until we develop like faster than light travel and shit. So, it's going to take a lot of benefactors who are going to want to just, I really care about the future generations. And we should. But no one's going to think like that.
Let's get U.S., Russia, and China up on the moon. Give them some fake lasers. Fucking have Steven Spielberg direct the shit. We ain't got to tell nobody it's fake.
No, honestly, if
Moon Wars. There we go.
That's honestly what would happen. Honestly, if we start investing in getting off of Earth, it will be probably for mining and exploitation of space. Because people want dividends on their investments. So space mining, even though it'll potentially destroy the economy by vastly devaluing things, and then probably what if we find a bunch of asteroids made out of like steel? The price of steel fucking plummets, and then everything's made out of steel to fight the steel surplus. But anywho, space mining. What'll happen is countries, since no one owns space.
At least China will be able to actually have some fucking actual stuff instead of making everything a lead aluminum.
They'll save all that stuff for building more technology to subvert us. But space warfare will be a thing the minute we really get off this planet and start mining, because then people will it'll be like claim jumping in the Wild Wild West. There's no regulation. It's like, think about it. If one country gets there and starts mining, there's literally not a damn thing stopping someone else from coming and mining right next to them. And then it's like, who do you pay for these claims rights?
Good point.
And then okay, what if private companies start mining in space, right?
I guess we gotta go back to old rules. If I put my flag here, fuck off.
All right, so what if a private company reaches Mars first, or an asteroid, or some theoretical near Earth body with minerals on it? They start mining it. Okay, now who? Yeah, there's no rights to this. They just have all this shit. Who do they pay the tax to when they get back to Earth?
Huh.
Do they even have to pay taxes on it?
Well, it's gonna be
if they just crash land that shit in the ocean, drag it to a private island, and just keep it there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to regulate that shit. You can't.
Yeah. Who's to say what? It'll raise some fishy, legal areas, and then on the other hand, you got the feeling if I space mine this crap, what if I feel I don't want to pay nobody dick?
Well, you better live in space then, nigga. Because you ain't coming back to Earth with that shit.
It raises a bunch of funny legal questions, and then it's at what point does possession take over and shit? If I get there, can I say this whole thing's mine? It's all mine. What if some other guy comes and he's just mining there, and he's like, no, it's mine. This is a fucking free asteroid. No fucking laws here. And I shoot him.
You said, it's
with
gonna be
with my Soviet
Wild Wild
cosmonaut.
With your Soviet shotgun.
Word, what if I just blow him away?
Blind him and then shoot him with your shotgun. He just floats off.
There's no laws in space. Anything goes.
Leon always finds the perfect pictures for these vlogs, so I know he'll somehow find the scene of someone getting shot in his face. He'll find all the right pictures and shit. But
I only really do those for the quick polls, since I'm not gonna be scrubbing through an hour-long fucking audio.
Yeah, well, you find appropriate pictures. You found the right ones for the Cosmo Out of Space Festival.
Because those needed those pictures. Because we actually had the website with all those pictures.
Yeah. But it's so he's right. It would be like the Wild Wild West, and then you're gonna have then where does the line get drawn? You can't bring weapons into space theoretically. Well, tactical and intercontinental type weapons, but personal weaponry would be a fishy gray area. So I guess there's really no provisions at all against personal weaponry in space. There's literally not a single law even fucking saying anything about it. You could fucking bring a Gatling gun into space. You can't bring anything that can be classified as a destructive weapon, like a nuke. They're specifically talking about space launch nukes. All the treaties talking about weapons in space are specifically prohibiting space launch nukes and crap.
It's nah, you can't be doing that.
But I could totally see space miners just sitting there mining with an assault rifle on his back. No laws with a grenade launcher and everything. You know, like when
Well,
will it?
we're just two schmucks who don't have a rocket ship. I'm assuming that before all this shit gets cracking, people will be thinking about this stuff.
Well, I mean, no, it's gonna happen before they think about it. Science and advancement and shit always trumps law. It always moves faster than law. That's why laws are created.
Yeah.
They're not gonna create laws for this shit before it happens. They're gonna create it when it's happening. They're gonna create it when two schmucks are standing in space stations on a fucking moon somewhere with laser guns.
Fucking.
I'll blow you the fuck away. Get off my asteroid. This is no man's asteroid.
just to freaking.
Everyone get mine here.
Just to solve the fucking on Mars Hatfield and McCoy epidemic.
Yeah, right. Like, niggas is in spacesuits and I'll blow you the fuck away. You know, the sad part is we'll still be using bum-ass projectile weaponry. Most likely. I firmly think we'll have better interstellar travel before we have personal, like, laser weaponry. If we invent, like, personal directed energy weapons before we invent, like, really good interstellar travel, I'm not really going to have much faith in the human race.
We'll be using fucking tow missiles on low gravity fucking planets.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I have no problem with if we're flying in interstellar space and shit, we still have to pull out conventional guns. I'm okay with that because at least we're thinking in the right direction. At least, hopefully, I'm hoping at some point the human race will go, you know what? Everyone just stop. You know, we're good enough at killing each other. Can we all agree? AK-47. We should have stopped there. That was really, really good.
Yep.
Tanks. Metal monsters. Shoot. I mean, we're good at we got this.
Mm-hmm.
Can we stop and work on other things?
We need to get moving.
Like, if I shoot you with a Tokarev, an old ass Russian pistol right now, just you will die.
Gonna be as dead as if you shot me with the latest high tech gun. Just as
Word.
dead.
Like, what it kills me now is like guns these days just have more and more attachments and plastic on it. Like, that's all we're really doing.
Now you can.
Shoot
Now you have a
the same
camera
bullet.
on your gun, so that not only can you take a selfie of yourself and get a kill cam, you can also blind fire and then play the shit back to yourself to see how well you did.
Guns looking like iPhones now and shit. Like, I mean, like, it's
Or you
like,
can get the bum ass version that doesn't come with the attachments that actually you have to attach yourself onto it.
won't be long. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I really don't feel like humans need like.
Then you
personal-
got to get the bulletproof outer box so that if somebody shoots at your gun, it doesn't destroy your.
When does
your
it
record
become
core.
cost effective to shoot somebody with a laser gun?
Never, I don't think.
Like,
Not a person.
to like miniaturize like the technology to make like a theoretical laser rifle or plasma rifle. When does that become cost effective?
That never becomes cost effective to shoot a person with.
I mean,
We'd have to find something out there that needs to be shot with a laser.
either that or your enemies running around in power suits with magnetron force fields. And if we're doing that and we're still here doing it, I will be livid. Like, if that's warfare, like if you turn on the news and like today in Islamabad, Marine forces storm.
Yep.
You know, you got terrorists in little bum ass power suits.
Terrorists in the shitty like attached to your arms and legs Elysium.
Yeah, power suits. Yeah,
While we
like
got fucking Fallout shit.
Halo shit. Nigga.
Yeah, we got.
That shit's ridiculous. Like, and we're shooting like laser guns and like accelerated plasma and shit. If we're still here doing that, I'm gonna be appalled because like, haven't you ran out of people to kill yet? We'll have killed everyone by then, I would assume. I mean, at some rate, like humanity's capacity to kill itself will outpace its rate to replenish itself.
At
Eventually,
that point,
we'll just
probably
kill
won't even
everyone.
we won't even be killing each other at this point. It'll probably just be cyborgs and like
Just be killing
androids
robots.
out there killing other cyborgs and robots. It's like,
And all the human population hides and cowers in bunkers in fear that their cyborg robot army will be crushed by the enemy's cyborg robot army, and then they'll kill them.
Yep.
Great. That's why we have to get off this planet, people. If you don't want your great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren to die in a bunker at the hands of a radio-controlled robot from some other schmuck in a bunker, get your shit together and get off Earth.